benches. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on another team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So South Carolina's offense will go on the attack first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Looking for space, it's Hayward. At the 35, he's open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Gamecocks just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. To the air, it's Rivero. Time to take a shot. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback is toast back in the 35.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it. Got in the backfield, got the big play.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Catch in the middle, it's Hansen. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll leave it with him. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Fires it incomplete. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Throwing right. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll work to pin him deep. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Back to throw, it's Rivero. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Hayward. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit, yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in third down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth down.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush, going after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back line.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Aggies! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Rivero. They're working that left side. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man in the middle. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Rivero. Unleashes one deep. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Makes the quick grab. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the touchdown, Aggies. The run from the shotgun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to throw, it's Rivero. Caught over the middle, it's Knight. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Wants to fire on second down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at it. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Hansen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Aggies will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires complete on the crosser. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Aggies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Slippery slide. Find it. Dropping back, it's Rivero. Looking for a deep man. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% the season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this.
Breaks into the open. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Knight. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35.
Well, you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. It makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Nice job by the quarterback knowing where his answer was against the blitz and against man coverage, picking up that completion.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He's got his man, makes the grab. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw, it's Rivero. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our update. And the Gamecocks will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And this is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
And they're not on the same page there.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game, he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
Gets it out quickly. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't going to happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Hansen. They stop him at the 42, but they... to the air on first down. The sure hands, it's Knight. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. After the incompletion on second down, it's 3rd and inches. Pulls and fires complete. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. We're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're...
There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Rivero. Makes the grab. It's nice. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the midfield. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Gamecocks will try to punch it in on first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Big fella moving. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hansen. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So we open the final period with a third down play. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Out of the shotgun on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Hansen. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. A&M comes back out with another first down. Power football with the run. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the
touchdown, Texas A&M.